happened. I am not sure that Onyama left that company with his clear eyes. I am not sure of that. Now Edemeka is enjoying it, and then there is nothing you will tell Edemeka about Izuchukwu, he will believe you. Even though you tell him Edemeka that Izuchukwu is a fake, he can never believe. But I challenge Edemeka to ask Izu to remove his clothes. If what I am saying, if there is no marks on his body,
just I urge the fathers of faith to look into this particular topic. What this guy did talk, so whether I correct or not, I make that picture up there. And this is the continuation of the first video. Please continue watching. If you see the continuation or the part 3, put in the comment section and go upload them. Everybody will see. This is the world we have found ourselves in.
But Edemeka will not want anything to happen to Izuchukwu now, because I mean he's benefiting.
He's benefiting a lot. He's benefiting a lot. But that one is not. I am talking about this Onyama. He should know what is going on. I don't know. I am just telling you because I was there when he was presenting that prayer, when he was offering that prayer to that deity. I was there. I was there. Then there is one other young man called Chidera. That's the first challenge. And then one thing about Izuchukwu is that when he has issue with you, he will call me. He may not come. He may not go. He will call me. I should go and please. I should go and pray to that deity, so that that deity will rise on his behalf. Whenever he's having whether police case or whatever, or maybe somebody want to threaten him, somebody threatening him, he will just tell me go, or he will go by himself, because the altar is already at that man past man shrine. Then this guy called Chidera Eze, he's from Enugu, I think it's Soka. He started living with Izuchukwu. According to them, Izuchukwu even told me, as little. So, when that young man was coming up, there was something going on between him and that young man in terms of this sense of a thing, homo. Is he told it? Izuchukwu is a homo. He's a homo. Up to tomorrow, a little while he will be sick. I am feeling this thing, headache or malaria or whatever. It's disease, all those things he has committed himself to. Then there was a case that rose between him and that Chidera. Chidera decided to leave, to go back to his family. Izuchukwu never wanted that young man to leave him. One, because of what he's doing with that young man. Two, he's afraid if this young man will expose him. But how God, that was when God wanted to expose him. But the power that is power behind his altar, that is Ayakaya, fought that battle. Why my own, the Ayakaya cannot fight me is because I know the secrets. Before coming here, I had already prayed. I had already do a lot of confession. So even when I told Izuchukwu that I am leaving him, he started threatening me. That made me to get him arrested. But I'm coming to that one. Then that Chidera is there is a woman. I have forgotten the name of that woman. That woman was also a member in that church. So the rumor came that Chidera is sleeping with that woman. That was how Izuchukwu told me about the story.
Chidera is the guy you said was also sleeping with Izuchukwu.
Yes, Izuchukwu was sleeping with him because they were living. He was staying in Izuchukwu room. He lives with Izuchukwu.
So the Chidera is doing man and woman.
Yes, with Izu. That is why nothing that young man will open his mouth and ask Izu God, he will not do it for him. Not even one thing. In fact, he loved that young man more than his children, more than his wife. It's because of this his attitude that his wife started moving with another man too. Yes. Izuchukwu divorced his wife because he felt that the wife is cheating on him. But never knew that the reason why the woman, when you marry the woman and then you don't do your homework, how do you expect that woman to stay? Izuchukwu was not doing his homework. He failed to do his homework. So the easiest way for that woman to do is to call another man to do their homework. There's one man that called a family meeting. Izuchukwu did not have time to have family meeting with that his wife. So that woman has no option than to
move on.
Then at the end, he asked the woman to leave. The case was brutal. They have to go to the village and settle it because they came from almost the same place. They had to settle it. The woman has moved on with her life. Now Izuchukwu is staying, doing homo with his fellow men. Then that case of Chidera came. The woman did not want to take it lightly with Izu because I am sure that Chidera might have told the woman every truth she need to hear. So they went and reported this case to the police station. Yes.
Was it the wife that reported?
No. I'm talking about the woman that adopted Chidera. There's a woman in the same church adopted Chidera
as her child.
As maybe somebody she want to help Chidera. Let me put it in that way. But Izu never wanted Chidera to leave. So the easiest way Chidera has to, that is the idea that came to Chidera was to open up to that woman, which he opened up to the woman, and the woman took up that case and reported that case to the police station. They invited, they first of all arrested his son. From there, they arrested one other person called evangelist or pastor Emeka, the same church.
Which police station was this?
State CID, Abakaliki.
State CID, Abakaliki.
Yes, State CID, Abakaliki.
So that if you can go and confirm.
Yes.
This was last year.
Last year, State CID, Abakaliki. I think between October, this thing happened. So State CID, Abakaliki, this thing happened. Then, when they arrested Emeka, the condition they give was Izu has to come, not to. It's not something on phone. He has to come. So when Izu came, they told him where the case is coming from. So the next day he sent me to Anambra to go and ask, or to meet man past man, to ask him what can he do so that case they will scatter it. Man past man told him what to do. He paid. I was there. I was the one who ran everything. Then at the end, man past man finished his incantation and then the walk, and then he released this that is he released sound that is I don't know how they call it. Okponala.
Okay.
Okponala. Ebapuri yebe. Obapu the oru ebe. They obapuri the oru ebe. That is to scatter it because Okponala a move go the air.
So they have sent spiritual message.
Yes. And that is how that case died gradually, and nobody's talking about it up to tomorrow again. That case died. Even that case wanted to turn against those people that reported him. That case. Chidera is still there. That woman is still there. I wish I can even remember her name. I would have called her name. And then I'm sure she will watch this interview. I want to expose what really happened that period. Then, that was how that case closed. Then another alternative he came up was to kidnap that boy. Izu. Because the phone that boy is holding, that is, according to him, he said he's the one that bought that phone for the young man. A very big phone. That we should collect the phone from him. Because there are a lot of secret. That's what he told me, that there are a lot of secret on that phone.
Okay.
So the easiest way is to collect the phone from the boy so that the boy will not have any evidence to prove if there is any other case. He called me. He called the other pastor called Lars. And then even this Emeka is aware of this case. Pastor Emeka is also aware of this case. So we started thinking what to do, whom to call, people that will go for the assignments. We came up with one group.
For the kidnap?
For the kidnap, just to get that phone. We started monitoring that boy. I also joined hand to monitor that boy. To monitor him. When he will enter his house, when he will go out. He said people that will monitor him, me and then Lars. We started monitoring that boy. So when that boy entered, one fateful day, the boy came in by 10:30. We called those boys that he's around. 10:30 p.m. in the night. So those boys arrived at 11 to 12.
From where?
From Abakaliki.
The boys?
Yes. They arrived. So they climbed up and called the boy down. First they collected his phone, that phone. But what saved that boy was, according to the boy, because I later met that boy. That was on Friday last week. Sorry, on Wednesday after my case with him at the police station. After my case with Izu at the police station, I rushed to that boy and then to interview him. That is the young man who wanted to follow me to here.
Okay.
But the mother, she's afraid because she's having this high BP. So, and then that boy don't want to do anything that will hurt that woman. So that's why the boy did not follow me here. The boy told me that those boys came, but he was so lucky that one man that was downstairs knew their guy, that is their leader, knew one of them. So that boy cannot do any other thing. As far as one man that know him
is there.
So what he did was to collect that phone. He collected his phone and then told him where to meet him. So the boy later called his brother and other people. They went. According to the boy, he said that the place they went was at this site where they repair motor site, and that is where they dragged him to. He went there. The young man said to him, if you must collect this phone, you will pay me 50,000. That is how he want to use to cover it up. That you will pay me 50,000. So when they finished the betting, it ended 30. The boy went and withdrew the money and give him.
And collected back his
phone. When the boy came back, he told the mother that Izu is the one behind this. But the mother could not believe him. Till that Wednesday, I came to tell them that Izu was the one behind that attempt. Izu can kill somebody and bury it here, you will know. Yes, Izu can kill somebody and bury it here. But I have not seen whom he killed. But I'm just telling you the thoughts always that always come to his mind. So after that, there's one other boy. Later on, Odumeje hosted him for a program.
Odumeje hosted Izu, Prophet Izu.
For a program 4 days. I went with him. When we were going, he called one boy out. We picked one boy, I think Oka. When we picked that boy, his name is Chadi
Kobi.
No, Chadi, that is his name. People that attend Izuchukwu church with nobody. I don't think that there is anybody that will not know this young man. Chadi. We picked him along.